How's it going, folks, and welcome back to Park to Prem. Today we kick off with a dilemma. Stocksbridge Park Steels, Three Bridges. Which team am I going to choose to manage? Who are we going to be taking the plunge with today? We're going to have our first match in charge. I hope you're ready. I'm still not sure I am. Let's get straight into this. So yes, gang, we are back with Park to Prem. We left things on a dilemma in episode 1, which went up yesterday. First and foremost, massive thank you for the support on that first episode. It was really, really great to see so many of you guys tuning in, especially after a little bit of a break. I've been feeling a little under the weather lately. Still not 100%, but today I've made a decision, and Stocksbridge Park Steels, I'm walking away from you. Folks, we are going to Three Bridges, my local team out of the two teams that we had as choices. And the thing that really decided it for me, and this probably shouldn't be the thing that decides this kind of decision, was watching the highlights of Three Bridges versus Whitehawk. I tweeted out some of them yesterday over on Twitter at WorkTheSpace. I mean, if you're not following me on Twitter and you're going to be watching this series, make sure to be following. You get little tidbits ahead of schedule occasionally. Let's take this job, start the negotiations. Three Bridges, what are you offering me? They're offering me a deal to June of next year, so it's an 18-month deal on £275 a week, and they want a 35% wage drop. Given the fact this club is in complete financial ruin, I think I've got to take a little bit of a gamble, and I'm going to tell them that I will only ask for £150 a week, and if I don't stay up, slash my wage in half, give me £75 to live off. So there we have it. We have a job. Three Bridges, a team founded in 1901, and we are in charge now for the next 18 months. And, well, the primary aim for this year is to get out the relegation zone. Let's be honest, this club hasn't had a load of success. They enjoyed their most successful spell during the 2010s. They've not won a competition since 2012. The only competition they've won, the Southern Combination League Premier Division. Can't say I've heard of that competition. Hopefully we're going to be able to fill out that trophy cabinet a little bit more. And, well, hopefully today we're going to start off with a bang. I hope. Who is our first game in charge against? Oh, God, that form is not good, is it? Right, we're taking on Corinthian in our first game, and they're bottom. If we don't beat them, I mean, I might as well resign, basically. So just have a little look at the club finances. Currently, negative £31,200. That's quite a lot in the negative for a team at this level. The wage budget, we are currently, £7 under. Now, we do have the option to maybe try and bring in some players, but looking at the finances, I don't necessarily think that's going to be an option. There is some scouting budget. Can I rejig the scouting budget? No, okay. There is some scouting budget. I don't think we're going to be spending it. Right, I mean, where to begin here? When is the first game that we have? It is in how many days? 6 days. Right, I've got 6 days to figure out this team. Let's have a look at the team. The key man is Manasseh Kianga. Now, we already looked at this guy last time. He's on loan from Grantham to the end of the year on £15 a week. He's a good little player, left-only footedness, probably a left winger. I feel like with the 4 finishing, I don't really want him cutting in, but well, we'll see what can be done with him. Elsewhere, we've got Joe Kay, who is a left-back who apparently joined from Eastbourne Borough. He is currently on nothing a week, so he could leave us like a lot of these players with NA wages at any point. Yes, if you've never managed this low down, players tend to get poached from teams around you. So don't get overly attached to anyone. It will result in heartbreak. In terms of our best kind of centre attacking man, it's this guy, Curtis Gaylor. He is 26 years old. Again, a player on no wages. He doesn't look too bad. I mean, 12 composure, the off the ball maybe a tiny bit low, but his polygon kind of looks like that of a striker. So although he's a centre attacking mid, I am already thinking that maybe we have him as a striking option. 14 corners as well at this level could be really, really good with not bad free kick taking either. Is it concerning that our 4th best player is a player we've got on loan from Hornchurch on £4 a week, who frankly, I mean, besides some good physicals, really doesn't look that good. We've loaned him from Hornchurch, who are in the league above us. He's played 6 games for the club, got a 6.52 rating, and he's apparently the 4th best player. Couple of other players to be aware of. We've got Brannon O'Neill, who is a player who can play a whole host of positions. I'm thinking because we've already got a left back and a centre mid or 2, he's probably going to end up playing centre mid for us. He looks like the jack of all trades, master of None. I mean, look, he's determined and he's got flair and some natural fitness. But besides that, he's very middle of the road at everything. But he can play a few positions, so he might be a good utility man. He is probably going to play centre mid for us, just because we've got a better left winger and a better left back. And the third player who has 3.5 stars, perhaps the last of the good players, is Greg Hackett. This man is another winger out on the right-hand side. He's quick. He's got some okay technicals. He's got, I mean, one heading does not fill me with joy. He's got 2 balance. You're going to be able to push Greg over so easily. 3 strength as well. I mean, we've just got to hope he's faster than everyone else, I suppose, at this level. We won't run through the whole of the first team squad because I'm sure we'll become well acquainted with a lot of these players as we get into the matches over the next couple of episodes as we attempt to secure safety. We have got an under-23 squad, an under-19 squad and an under-18 squad. And there's actually a player out on loan, Gabriel Isaac, who is a Romanian youngster who can play a whole load of positions. He looks very good, like to the point where he's probably better than some of the other players at the team. Can I recall him? I can't recall him. He's on loan at Canterbury to the end of the season. Is he doing well for Canterbury? He's played 4 games and not done a lot. I mean, Gabriel, I'll be honest, looking forward to having you next season. Now, in the interview process, I did say I quite liked Nick, that I'd be happy to work with Nick. That was a lie. I'm just going to terminate his contract. Sorry, Nick. Have a lovely life. We don't need a director of football at this level. We can save ourselves some money. I realise he's a volunteer. He's not even on any... I've just fired a volunteer. Is that morally questionable? Perhaps. But it's a new era here. Apparently, our head physio has had a contract offer from elsewhere. He's got 4 physiotherapy. You know what, Leon? You can go. That is absolutely fine with me. There's lots of players in their last year of their contracts. Apparently, financially, our position is not strong enough to renew any of them. So we're not going to do that. We'll probably rebuild the squad entirely in the summer. Today's task and this season's task is just to stay up, basically. Youth intake preview. It's an excellent intake with lots of A's. However, as we've already established from all these young players with loads of potential, none of them are actually this good. None of them are actually going to be as good as my staff think they are. Just the stars are a complete lie at this level. My staff have awful judging at player ability and potential. I'll believe the A's when I see the A's. When I see some good players come through, then I'll be a believer. Now, in terms of expectation, I can up the expectation to be avoid relegation, and that would give me £50 more to spend. I'm not sure how far £50 is realistically going to go. We're only 4 points away from safety. If we lose against Corinthian in our first game, then I might start to panic slightly. But having had, well, a brief look at the squad, I feel like we're going to be fine. We just need to get someone scoring goals, basically. Dan Perry, I'm looking at you thinking you might be our goal scorer. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go set up a formation, get my teeth into the job. I feel like we're going to be a little bit busy, probably not signing anyone because there is no money, but just trying to make sense of this awful squad we've inherited and how the hell we're going to line up on the football pitch. Okay, so this is the system that I've come up with that I think we're going to try and play. It's a good old-fashioned 4-4-2. There's nothing fancy about this. There's nothing sexy about it. Basically, Kianga's quick and Hackett's quick. And I feel like they're 2 players that we can rely on in the wide areas just to do quite a lot of running. Up front, we've got Curtis Geiler, who is the centre attacking mid, who I'm convinced can be the advance forward. He has scored 2 goals in 24. I'm backing him to score 2 in my first game in charge. Alongside him, we've got Perry. When I was sorting through the squad, there was one obvious area of issue, that being the centre-back position. It's very bad. Now, how bad, you might wonder? We have 4 centre-backs in the squad. We have Andreos, I'm sorry, Andre, or Ben, we'll go with Ben. Look, he's a very switched-on player, but he can't run, and he can't jump, and he can't head. I'm not a big fan of him. I'm probably more likely to play him as a striker. He's 36 years old. Our third best centre-back is Sam Biles, who is a right-back who's out with a fractured lower arm. He has 3 jumping reach and 6 heading. Again, don't really like that at this level because usually there's quite good players in the air. So this brings us on to our starting partnership at centre-back. We've got Bromage. Yeah. And we've got Halley, who, I'm going to be honest, he's the best of the bunch. He's great in the air. He is 40 years old. And, I mean, look, he's had a long established career. I'm just not entirely sure he is the kind of player I want to be relying on at centre-back. I might not have a choice, though. So it's worth noting that we are 2 divisions below the Vanarama National North and South, just to kind of give you a bit of context as to where we are. There is no registration window. The transfer window doesn't shut until March, so there's not a massive pressure for me to go and make a load of signings right away. Really, I'd like to play a game or two and see where we're at. Of course, we've only got 13 games left of the year. We're a little away from safety, but I have faith that we are going to be able to guide this team through a rough spell and hopefully come out the other end much better off. I mean, you can see the recent form really hasn't been very good, but the fundamental issue seems to have been just a lack of goal scoring. So as much as I'm looking at the centre-backs thinking, yeah, maybe we need new centre-backs, if I could just get in one striker who's okay at this level, who can score goals at this level, that's kind of all that you need to stay up. It's a big moment. Need to introduce myself to the squad. This could really set the tone for the year. Apparently only 20 players have turned up for the meeting. Do we only have 20 first team players? I mean, we only have 5 players on the bench at this level. I'm so used to having like a ridiculously big squad. I don't think we've got 20 chairs set out, but it's going to be fine. We probably can't afford any more. I understand that some people might have doubts about your lack of experience, but we're all prepared to give you a chance. I mean, thank you, David. Always like David Simpson. I don't want to make any promises. Don't want to. There's no point. I'm just going to break them at this point. Right. I'm aware that things went badly under the last manager. I want you all to know that I won't be judging you on whether we stay up this year. I hope that we can be competitive. Oh, they love it. Right. Everyone is settled on mediocrity at this football club. I think I found my home. Now, normally I wouldn't do a press conference here, but Brian Holland is the only man who has shown up. One journalist has shown up to Jubilee Field. You know what? I'm going to answer some of his questions. Brian, thank you for coming. It's a very big press room we've got here at Three Bridges. Brian, ask me some questions, mate. Can you share your thoughts on what it means to be the manager of Three Bridges? I don't think I can hide my excitement. I feel the expectations are realistic? I'm very happy. This is why I don't do press conferences. Brian's here on his own. I thought there'd be 1 or 2 questions and we'd be done. No, there is a lot. I'll join you at the end. Brian, look, I feel like me and Brian are going to hit it off this year. This is the start of a blossoming relationship. Not that you're going to see any of it, because let's be honest, the press conferences are just really boring in Football Manager. I'm not sure I need a press officer at the club. Heidi, can we fire Heidi? I need to save some more money somewhere. I don't know why I'm turning to my right like the chairman stood next to me. Brian and I, no relationship yet. Watch this space. Something's going to blossom. I felt a spark. I'm wondering, can I ask the board for a senior affiliate? It could be quite useful just to get in some loans, because we don't have much money. I should work with what I have. Paul! I thought we had something special, but he's just throwing it back in my face. You know, I usually feel like the relationship between yourself and the chairman's important in Football Manager. Paul has not got off to a good start here. I just wanted a senior affiliate. It costs us nothing. It could have kept us up. I feel like I'm already having my efforts sabotaged by him. Wait, I thought the head physio was leaving. Leon Barbara signed a new contract with the club on £50 a week. 50! That is literally more than half. What other staff have we got here, and what contracts are they on? Besides me, right? We've got an under 18s and 19s, but you know what? We don't terminate his contract. We have to pay Mark for release. You know what? I've just got to make sure I don't renew these contracts. I cannot afford to pay my staff £50 a week. Although I am now thinking about it, £50 might be the minimum you can offer a staff member a week. I can't afford it. Like, we don't need an under 19 and under 23 manager. That's not needed. Is our head of youth development any good? Wayne Ryan, you can have a new contract though. Actually, should I give him he's got the 19 has caught my eye. I've then seen the 1 judging ability and potential. You know, maybe we won't give him a new. I've got carried away there, haven't I? Brian's back, everyone. Press conference number 2. You know what? After the last one, the assistant can go. I'm bored of Brian. The spark, now that I thought about him more, wasn't there. It was a lie. I was caught up in the moment with him. Okay. I think I'm ready. Match day. This is big. We need to beat Corinthian. If we don't beat Corinthian, we might as well pack up our bags and get ready for relegation as far as I'm concerned. In terms of team, I'm going with the 4-4-2. We've had a few players in some good form as of late. Obviously, the primary issue has been goals. I'm hoping that we're going to get some goals today. Greg Hackett, our right midfielder, I've been told can only play 45 minutes, which is a little bit of a concern because we don't actually have another right midfielder in the team. In fact, Kianga will probably have to move into right mid if he gets tired, which he is going to get tired. So watch out for that. Elsewhere in the team, Samba and O'Neill going to play at centre mid. Samba, of course, the young player we've got in on loan. I kind of undersold him earlier. He's very, very good when it comes to his physicals. And O'Neill, alongside him, 30 years old, experienced. He argues with officials. He comes deep to get the ball. He's going to be our little playmaker. He's going to be the non-league Pirlo. Really, probably shouldn't label him with that after, well, less than a game. But look, he's going to be Mr. Assister today. I can just feel it. In goal, by the way, similar to centre-back, probably an area of concern longer term. Jacob Wood is currently our goalkeeper. The man can jump. He has the shot stopping of a trout, though. Yeah, don't expect him to stop a great deal. 8 reflexes, 6 one-on-ones, 13 handling, though, and he's brave. He's like the bravest goalkeeper in this league, probably, with 15 bravery. I'm sure he's going to be fine. Okay, first match in charge. Please, Football Manager, bless us nicely. We're taking on Corinthian. We have to set up all the highlight speeds, I've just realised. Key highlights, 1 notch up from the end. We're playing on TV, max zoom, lowest height. And, well, it's a packed stadium here at Three Bridges. We've got a gazebo. We've got a gazebo. That is all that matters. Nothing else matters. We've got 3 gazebos in the corner, everyone. If you know, you know. If you don't know why I'm making a big deal about the gazebos, just don't question it. Go back and watch FM20, Park to Prem. Okay, they've got a set piece. Stobbs hits it. Oh my God. I don't think it was going in, but it's a great save by Wood for the cameras. The stadium is very empty. Got a lovely car park. You know, for essential first viewing of your first match of your own stadium, isn't it? Just have a look and survey, well, your new home. We've got gazebos. We've got a car park. It's the best of Park to Prem, really. Meanwhile, on the pitch, we're doing okay, actually. We're doing okay, despite them having the first highlight of the game. We had 60% of the ball. We're dominating. And Gaylor could be through here until he hits it over. Probably should have hit the target there. I forgot how different the Football Manager match engine plays out. Like, comparing what I'm watching here with the Newcastle save game is very funny. Like, there is noticeable differences, but they still score bangers against us. Josh Ravel has just, I mean, he's just scored. They're bottom of the league with 1 win. Do I need to panic yet? Do I need to panic yet? I mean, that is mad, isn't it? He smashed it into the top bins. I can't blame Wood in goal. Oh dear, that's their first shot on target. Welcome back to FM22, everyone. I say all of that. We could respond immediately. Perry, O'Neill, go on, my son. He's gone down. Kinnear's on a booking. It's got to be a second yellow, ref. Who's taking the pens? It's O'Neill to take it. I've not set up the penalty takers. O'Neill, though, the experienced centre mid, he's going to score it. I have full faith. Oh, my word. Okay, I thought he'd missed it for a second. It's gone in. It's 1-1. The goals are flowing. It's his first of the year. And, I mean, wasn't that a good penalty? I mean, the keeper went the right way and still couldn't save it. So I guess it was a perfectly fine penalty. It's 1-1. And we're back in it straight away. Okay, we're on the verge of half-time here, but there might still be one last highlight to end this half. Looking at the stats, better XG, better possession. We're playing some sexy football. I just want to see us, you know, get a crucial goal right before half-time. Really hurt the opposition. Destroy the little confidence they had after they took the lead. It's going to be Kianga, our star man. What can he do? He's come from sunny Grantham. He's whipped in. O'Neill scores again. There's 2 in this game already, and it's Parry out at striker, nodding it down really intelligently. And while the 4-4-2 is coming up trumps right now, whipped in, Parry nods it down well, and O'Neill, he's just lurking away. Maybe he is the non-league Pirlo, except he scores too many. He scores too many to be Pirlo. I don't know who he is yet. We'll figure it out. We've got time to do the math. 2-1 though at the break. We've been so much better in this game. And, I mean, this could be very awkward and premature to say. I think we're going to win this one. Hackett, by the way, I got told I shouldn't play him anymore, didn't I? By our overpaid head physio. Right, so we're going to move Kianga out onto the right. He can't really play on the right. Left-only footiness, but it's fine at this level. You don't need to play on your stronger foot. And our left mid coming on is our captain, Dean Lovegrove, who, I'll be honest, he's got a really weird polygon and He's not very good. He's got 4 dribbling. He's got 4 dribbling. I'm sure he's going to do bits at this level. K to Lovegrove. Bringing it out from the back. What can he do? He turns his man, the experienced player, and then he gets hacked in the back by Sturman. Show him a yellow, ref. Get him off this pitch. 2-1 up. They're down to 10 men. This feels good. This feels like a win. I don't want to speak prematurely. It feels good. Halle's picked up a booking. I have noticed a fair few of our players are on yellow cards right now. Maybe something to be a little wary of. O'Neill, by the way, he's on for the hat-trick. I don't want to, big him up too much. Oh, Geiler, can he finish that? He can't. He's gone down. O'Neill's going to take the penalty for the hat-trick. He hadn't scored before I came in. I've given him confidence. O'Neill, do it for me. You idiot. Score the... He's missed an open goal. I need to watch it again. That was for the hat-trick. How did he miss? How did he miss? I mean, what's the XG on that is what I want to know. How? If we now go on to lose this, like me, I might have to just fire O'Neill straight away. I don't think he's on a contract, so I can release him with no consequences. Geiler's through, hits it wide. I feel like we should be a few more ahead at this point, but I'll just take a win. A win's fine. Okay, another highlight. There's no time to catch our breath here. Samba, Perry, goes wide to Kianga. Perry hits the post. Oh, what's going on at the back? They've dealt with it just about. Oh, if they score now, I'm going to be livid. Oh, O'Neill, don't score a hat-trick with an own goal back to Wood. I feel like we've had a lot of the ball. Yeah, we have 55% of it. We've been knocking the ball pretty well in this half. And Doty, he's on off the bench. Can he finish it? No, he can't. Lovegrove, the sub, can't finish it either. But there is still time in this game, and it is still only a 1-goal game. Should I be more nervous than I am? Walland, Salmons, Revel, Corinthian trying to bring it forward. We managed to get the ball forward now. Kianga, Perry. Back to Kianga. Back to Perry. Dispossessed. I'm quite happy for us to kill off the game. O'Neill, can he get his hat-trick still? You know what? I never doubted him. I'd like to issue a public apology to O'Neill. Because I've questioned you, mate. I've doubted you after you've missed an open goal. Rightfully so, I will say. But the box-to-box midfielder has somehow got a hat-trick, which involves 2 goals from open play. And that in itself was a very good finish. The jack of all trades, master of some, is now the jack of all trades, master of a hat-trick. I can't believe it. He's got an 8.7. Halle, the 40-year-old, got an 8.1 at the back. Look, O'Neill, I'd like to issue a public apology. I did not know you had that kind of performance in you. I mean, maybe I should just play him at striker. Maybe that's the play. Maybe he's trying to signal his intent. Maybe I should put him higher up the pitch. Right, very well done, lads. That's a good win. It's a win that we absolutely should be getting. Sadly, doesn't really help us, I don't think, in terms of climbing up the table all that much. We were in 19th. Where are we now? The answer is still in 19th, and Phoenix Sports won. So they climbed out of the drop zone. And elsewhere, Lansing, they drew. So everyone else around us still got points. And with our goal difference, we are going to need to win a few more of the last 12 games of the year to ensure safety. And this was probably the most winnable of the lot. And there were times where I was a little bit scared for what I was watching. I've just discovered that Corinthians manager is Steve Sidwell. Yeah, that's right. England under-21 Steve Sidwell, Reading Sidwell, Fulham Sidwell, Brighton and Brentford Sidwell. I think he played for Villa as well. He's their manager, and we've outdone him. I've outfoxed him. I'm just the better manager, Steve. I know more about football than you. Okay, look, maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but let's be giddy. We've won our first game in charge. I've fallen in love with O'Neill. Kianga wasn't too bad either, and Halle, who was a really good performer for us, has just got suspended, which, you know what? It probably wouldn't be that big of a deal normally. I only have 2 centre-backs at the moment who are fit. I can't really play with 1 centre-backs in the same way you could just switch to 1 striker if you needed to. Yeah, that's not ideal. So next episode, I think we're going to come back for the game against Phoenix Sports. They just climbed out the drop zone away from home. Should be a good little test for us. It gives me a month to get my feet under the table. We take on a fair few teams in mid-table, as well as Cray Valley, who are currently pushing towards the top. But hopefully after 4 games, I can come back with a better idea of our team. Maybe I will have signed a player or 2 before next time as well. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode. I feel good about this Three Bridges team, I think. I've got a warm, fuzzy feeling about a couple of players. Richard Halle, I mean, is he I hope he's not retiring at the end of the year, because I am becoming quite attached to him. Can I send him on a coaching course? No, apparently we can't afford it, so I can't send him on one. Sorry, Richard. Anyway, folks, that is going to wrap up this episode of Park to Prem from me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're ready for a long and successful reign at Three Bridges. If you've enjoyed today's video, as always, do drop a like on it. If you're catching up on the series a little while after it's come out, check out the description. There's going to be a link to the series playlist so you can do all your binging. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for more. And well, until then, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you all in a bit. I'm out.